heading into the holiday seasons, and we are talking about impaired driving. I'm Carly Robinson at Fort Hall in Rogers Place, and I am wearing a drug impairment test, and we have Shandy here wearing a alcohol impairment test. How are you feeling?
A little dizzy right now.
It is really dizzying with these goggles and everything, and we have an officer here who's going to walk us through everything. I'm going to give you the mic because I got my hands full.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to walk you through its test called the walk and turn. It's part of our standardized field sobriety testing. So if we think a person is under the influence of drugs, this is a test that we would administer on the roadsides.
You may have heard of alcohol suits, but what I'm wearing is meant to simulate drug impairment, a combination of weed, cocaine, and heroin, from flashing lights to the dulling hum in my headphones.
So your body just isn't necessarily moving the way that your brain is trying to tell it to. And obviously, any of those constraints when you get behind the wheel of a car, that's not a good combination.
Police say drunk driving is the leading cause of criminal death in Canada, and the numbers for drugged driving are going up. And here in Edmonton, so far this year, impaired drivers account for 20% of fatal collisions. Frustrating for Councillor Bev Eslinger, who lost her brother to a drunk driving collision.
He had a young family, and it affects his family, it affects my family. It changes the holidays. It changes lives. And, you know, I don't want any family to go through that.
Heading into the first holiday season with legal weed, police say cannabis alone has you 5 times closer to a collision, and when mixed with alcohol, closer to 40 times.
Yeah, how do you feel?
Terrible.
Terrible? Okay. I'm going to suggest that was probably a fail on the roadside. If this was a real live evaluation, you both would have failed that.
Well, taking off the suit, and it may seem a little bit like a silly process, but it is that important reminder to just find an alternate way home this holiday season. From Rogers Place, Carly Robinson, City News.